Archives of Prasar Bharati presents the timeless treasure of golden era.
The sounds of drums, pepa and gogona continue to rent the atmosphere with festivity as Rongali Bihu celebrations go on in full swing in Assam. Welcoming the Assamese New Year as well as the advent of spring, Rongali Bihu symbolizes the distinctive values and traditions of the people of Assam.
As the fresh leaves color the barren trees and the cuckoo announces the onset of spring, it is time for Bohag Bihu, the most popular festival of Assam. No other festival arouses such intense emotions and fervor as does the Rongali Bihu. Young groups move about gaily, dressed in their best. There are three Bihu festivals, the Bohag Bihu or the Rongali Bihu, which heralds the onset of spring, ushers in the new year. It is the Bihu with cheers. The first day of the festival, the Sankranti day, is meant for cattle. Early in the morning, cattle are taken out to the nearby pond or river for washing. Pieces of bottle gourd, brinjal, turmeric, fixed on bamboo sticks are then offered to the cattle. The second day of the festival is the first day of the new year. People pay reverence to their elders and present a scarf. Rongali Bihu is also the time for fun and frolicking, dance and songs for both the old and the young. Most of the songs are sung in couplets. The songs are expressions of pure love of agricultural community. In olden times, many youth found their partners while dancing together. Bihu means equinox. Astronomically, Bohag Bihu is associated with vernal equinox. Starting on the last day of the month of Chot, it is celebrated for 7 days.
आपको क्या लगता है कि जब से बिहू उत्सव खुले मैदानों से हट के शहर के स्टेजों में आया है, तब से क्या बिहू उत्सव की भावना में, उसकी स्पिरिट में कोई फ़र्क आया है?
हाँ, थोड़ा बहुत फ़र्क तो आ ही जाता है। खुले मैदान में हो तो उसका जो लय है, उसका जो संगीत का जो लय है, और उसका जो ये सब बहुत अच्छा लगता है। लेकिन मैं स्टेज में आने से वो बहुत सिमट के रह जाता है।
যেতিয়ালৈকে অসমীয়া থাকিব তেতিয়ালৈকে বিহুটো থাকিবই। ঠিক তেনেদৰে এতিয়া আমি হেনেকৈ চলি থাকিম।
ये कमर में आपने क्या बांधा हुआ है?
ये तामुल है।
तामुल? ये तामुल ऐसे क्यों बांधते हैं?
हम जब नाचने के लिए आते हैं अक्सर गांव में, तो लड़कों के लिए लड़कियां तामुल लेके आती है और चूड़ियाँ भी लाते हैं, काट कर खिलाते हैं।
छुरी किस लिए? तामुल काटने के लिए?
हाँ।
ये फिर तामुल लड़कों को भेंट करती हैं आप?
जी।
Bihu is the common festival of the people of Assam, and it is the part of the common Indian cultural heritage.
The Second World War is remembered as the event of destruction and disaster in human history, where millions of people have suffered and died throughout the world. Their sacrifices have remained unknown. The War Cemetery in Kohima is one such place where the memories of those who have laid down their lives for the motherland have been kept alive. Destination: the War Cemetery at Kohima.
The eastern frontier state of the country is Nagaland. This land of exotic charm has passed through many turmoils in its history. The capital, Kohima, was the center of a fierce battle during the Japanese invasion of India in the Second World War. The famous War Cemetery, situated at the heart of the capital town, tells the grim story of the World War with all its pathos and horrors. The symbolic memorial was raised as a citation for the supreme sacrifices made by the officers and men while fighting the attacking Japanese forces during the war. In the cremation memorial within the War Cemetery, all the names of 917 Hindu and Sikh soldiers are engraved who were cremated after the Battle of Kohima. The Indian Jawans were drawn from different regiments. Each grave is supported by a bronze plaque with a suitable epitaph. The memorial plaques are separated by roses and other seasonal flowers alternately. A popular landmark in the state, the cemetery gets visitors throughout the year. Here in the cemetery lie 1,200 bronze epitaphs in neat rows in memory of the brave soldiers with touching tributes. The cemetery has some 24 varieties of permanent flowering shrubs. The Kohima War Cemetery is the largest one, with 1,421 graves marked. It covers an area of about 9.5 acres. It is one of the 5 war cemeteries in the northeast. It is maintained by the Commonwealth War Graves Commission, with headquarters at Maidenhead, UK. The president of the Commonwealth War Graves Cemeteries is the Duke of Kent.
The cemetery was built just after the war, but initially all the graves were scattered around Kohima town, and then they were brought into the main war cemetery, and the main war cemetery was built only after 1947.
During the Second World War, the Japanese advanced into the Indian territory. They occupied Manipur and nearly the whole of the Naga Hills. The Japanese siege of Kohima began on the 3rd and 4th of April, 1944. Kohima was the chief battlefield. The ferocious war lasted for 3 months, in which the British and Indian troops, with the cooperation of brave Nagas, defeated the Japanese by laying down their lives for the Allied forces.
The cemetery is built for the Allied forces, which include the British, the Indian forces, the Canadians, Australians, and even we have African graves, West African graves. So it is for all the Allied forces who fought in the Battle of Kohima. Every year we get visitors from UK, especially the war veterans, the widows. In fact, last year we had about 100 of them who came here for the 50th anniversary of the Battle of Kohima.
This huge stone at the foot of the cemetery was erected to mark the historic occasion, as raising monoliths is an important part of the Naga tradition. On its east face, the famous words remind one of the undaunting courage displayed by the war heroes to preserve the freedom of the future generations. Destination information. Road link. Kohima is about 3 hours drive from Dimapur on the National Highway number 39, a distance of about 74 kilometers. Nagaland state transport buses ply between Kohima and Dimapur at every alternate hour. Rail link. The nearest railway station is Dimapur, the only railhead in Nagaland. Airport. Dimapur is the only airport in Nagaland. It is connected by air to Delhi and Calcutta and the rest of the country. Hotels. All hotel facilities are available at Kohima. Tourist tips. Tourists are advised to make arrangements in advance. Domestic tourists wanting to visit Nagaland require to obtain an inner line permit. The permit can be obtained from the Deputy Resident Commissioner at Nagaland House in Delhi and Calcutta and Assistant Resident Commissioner at Shillong. Foreign tourists are required to have restricted area permits. They have to visit in groups, minimum of 4 members. Their duration of stay cannot exceed 10 days.